Hi guys, this is Kunal, and here's my channel Conversation Corner. On my channel, I talk about how language shapes our worldview, our consciousness, our beliefs, and our actions. And today, I want to introduce you to a very counterintuitive idea. You've often heard that as you grow older, you increase in your experiences, and through your experiences, you become wiser. I want to tell you that sometimes it is possible that the more experienced you get, the more ignorant you become. This is perhaps the most shocking thing you've heard, and it may not make sense at all when you hear it. But if you actually go into the depth of what I'm talking, you may understand that there are certain experiences that the more you keep having them, the more ignorant you become. Now, before we talk about experiences, we have to talk about what comes behind those experiences. Behind the experiences comes the experiencer. And as the experiencer is, so is his or her experience. Now, if you start off on the wrong path, or if you start off seeing things incorrectly, your interpretation of them will be wrong. If you're under the influence of alcohol and you see two trees where there are one, it doesn't matter how much experience you have of seeing those trees for that long. You don't see things as they are. Let's say you want to practice a sport. Let's assume cricket, for example, because cricket is popular in India. If you don't hold the bat correctly, if you start off by practicing holding the bat in an incorrect posture, you'll incorporate that into your technique. And as time passes, as you gain more experience batting, you'll practice batting with an incorrect technique, so your technique will become poor, and eventually you'll see people who are better batsmen than you simply because they learned the correct technique from a person who taught them well. When you are quite ignorant and you've not had anyone guiding you with what to do, what not to do, you will try and get experience of your own. And since you're trying to get experience of your own and you're not seeing things for as they are, your conclusions are also going to be very erroneous. It's very tempting to avoid instruction because our ego likes to take the credit for all our success. So if you achieved something and you achieved it without instruction, without much help, you're going to feel fantastic about yourself. However, when you do certain things without guidance, you don't see the full picture of what you're doing, and as your experience accumulates, you become more ignorant. Let's say you go to the gym and you don't hire a personal trainer. You consistently practice the wrong technique, and as a result of practicing the wrong technique, one day you lift weights as you should not and you injure yourself. Now, with that experience comes the conclusion that certain exercises in the gym are very dangerous. There are no dangerous exercises. There's a dangerous way of executing these exercises. And the reason you're now injured is you never hired a personal trainer. You wanted to do everything through your own experience. And now that experience has caused injury, you believe that it's not worth going to the gym at all. Now, this is just one example I gave of how not hiring a personal trainer in the gym can be so costly. So, imagine if in one aspect of your life, the absence of a guide can hurt you so much. How much more would you be hurt in all other aspects of your life where there will be absolutely no one to guide you? I understand there are some things that can be learned but cannot be taught, but it does help to have a teacher at the outset of everything you do for which you can be taught. And avoiding instructions in the long run is costly because your time here is not limited. You only have so many breaths you can take. You have only you only have so many days that you can wake up and see the sun. And if you leave everything to personal experience, your learning curve is going to be really, really large, and chances are you're not going to accomplish a lot of the goals that you set for yourself. So keep this in mind next time you're gathering experience, that in the absence of a guide, you may be gathering the wrong type of experience.